Nagbabalik po ang aming live and exclusive ABS-CBN sports coverage ng 2015 National Collegiate Championship mula dito sa TIP Gym sa Manila, kung saan kasalukuyang nagbabangga ng TIP Engineers ang home team at ang third placers ng Mapua, ng NCA ang Mapua Cardinals. Ton Rojas kasama si Marco Benitez as Benitez knocks down a triple to open up this second quarter, and we are tied at 25.
I know, almost exactly the way TIP started out the ball game. Namukatkat had 3 3-point shots, but then eventually they fell into turnovers, allowing Mapua to come back into the ball game off of 11 turnover points itong Mapua. That's why Mapua had the lead to end the first quarter, but a good start here on a 3-pointer from Benavides for the Engineers.
Branya getting on the board para sa Cardinals.
That's going to be another turnover para dito sa Engineers. 9 turnovers already.
Isit for 3. Short. Rebound is good for Flores. Put back is short. Flores one more time. At sumabit itong si Odoa Okoronco. Balikan natin si Laura Liman mula sa panig ng Mapua. Lau?
Anton and Marco, alam namin lahat na ito ang pagkakataon ng mga rookies para mapatunayan ang kanilang sarili. In fact, TJ Iset admitted that practice has focused less on team concept and more on individual effort. But with that said, the boys are rushing their shots, they're getting too eager, and they're not setting up the proper plays. To win this game, they must stay calm and stay consistent. But this will be difficult, especially while their usual leaders, Nimes and Oraime, are not on court today. Anton and Marco?
Thank you very much, Lau. How is that for a team when they lose a leader like Josan Nimes, who was really an integral part of their squad, and then a guy like Shane Menina, who's one of their top rookies, out today because of an ankle injury? How is the adjustment? How long does it take before a team can find their groove?
Well, usually during the season, especially in the NCAA season, a coach starts to see who are the players who can possibly step up here. And as a coach, you're going to tell your players this is a good opportunity for you to step up, especially for the younger guys and guys who did not see much action in the NCAA. That's why we see Flores, De La Rosa starting out well here for Mapua. Isit as a leader has to be more aggressive here for the Cardinals.
Mapua out of sync as JP Nieles throws an errant pass. Ngayon naman, balikan natin si Roxanne Montealegre sa TIP side. Rox?
Nasaan ang hustle? Nasaan ang depensa? From positivity to high intensity, Coach Pudet insists that his players should stick to the plan. Even if Amanado man siya na no amount of words can shield them from distractions, he is still hoping that they will stay focused and of course they will do their best. Ton?
Maraming salamat, Roxanne. Well, they're in the ball game, very much in the thick of things at yung kanilang mga key players, just like Jory Napoles, who had a great move on the fast break just a while ago, able to score.
A lot of patience being shown here on the offensive side. And as I say that, Benavides launches one from about 25 feet.
Can you say, Marco, that the confidence is there from the Engineers?
Oh yes, definitely. Especially since you're playing in home court. Siyempre, ayaw mo magpapatalo dito. So you really have to put your best foot forward. Kasi as a player, ayaw mo mapahiya sa harap ng mga kaklase mo at mga kaskwelahan mo.
Kasi siyempre, itong mga TIP Engineers, napapanood nila ang Mapua Cardinals, JRU, and all these teams that play in the NCAA and the UAP. And sometimes, players can't help but get starstruck kasi sila yung mga napapanood nila on national television.
Maybe especially if Oraime was here playing, there was a tendency to get starstruck. But on the flip side, as a player, I remember when I was a player and as a coach, you always tell your team never to allow an opponent to beat you on your home floor. Protect home court. That is one of the #1 rules for a team in basketball. Protect your home court, and TIP definitely playing at home.
And the first 2 game dates of the 2015 NCC will take place here in TIP. So this is a great opportunity for the Engineers as we have
That's a bad
Apuro
foul.
really slamming the door shut there on that defensive opportunity.
Brave drive there by Hesed Cabo. There's that help defense from Apuro. Let's hope that's not as serious as it looks, but it looks like he fell on that wrist.
Matinding banggaan yun.
Hesed Gabo, tough competitor, gets back up and walks towards the bench.
He's getting a few words now from assistant coach Randy Alcantara. It doesn't look like Coach Randy even asked him if he's okay.
Oh.
It was more of like game plan yung pinag-usapan nila.
Siguro playing under Coach Atoy Ko, who has an old school type of mentality. Yung mga yan, pinapagpag mo lang yan.
Hesed Gabo started this ball game. Mukhang mataas ang tiwala ni Coach Randy sa kanya because he has a veteran in CJ Isit, pero mas pinili ni Coach Randy na mag-start itong si Hesed Gabo. And showing his toughness for the Cardinals dito sa bakbakan na to.
And you know, partner, just to give our viewers an idea of how hostile a crowd we have here, nung nahulog si Gabo, imbis na tingnan at tumahimik yung mga TIP fans, binilangan pa.
Parang boxing. Napoles, kapos ang kanyang tira. Bunyag with a rebound. Gabo, pinasa kay Turo De La Rosa. De La Rosa, nawala ang bola. Balik kay De La Rosa. Back to Gabo. Gabo, no look pass on the inside. Serrano flips it up and in.
A great team play here being shown by the Cardinals. Their first option is to run. They look for the forward pass, try to get out on the break. They have 2 fast break points here, but they're the #1 fast breaking team in the NCAA. So first weapon nila is to look to run on the fast break. Pag wala, they move the ball around, and on that occasion, they found the open man inside by Hesed Gabo.
Tingnan natin itong sequence na ito kung saan sumalpak ang baba ni NC Beteng sa balikat itong si Akburo. We have 6 minutes and 50 seconds remaining here in the first half, 32-29. Ang ating talaan lamang ang Mapua Cardinals kontra sa TIP Engineers in what has been a highly competitive matchup. Isit using the Serrano screen. He's looking for a teammate. De La Rosa to Serrano. Serrano with 10 to shoot. And Serrano loses control. Jemwell namukatkat. Dire-diretso for the layup.
That's great defense there, translating into a good offense. Good stop from TIP. Easy basket on the other end for Namukatkat.
Jemwell namukatkat with 12 points in the ball game, and his TIP Engineers are down by 1. Nagbabalik po ang aming live and exclusive ABS-CBN sports coverage ng 2015 National Collegiate Championship. You're on the road, if you have your gadgets, cellular phones, you can watch the games via live stream on sports.abs-cbn.com/livestream/NCC. Oh, it's Janelle Pulido's birthday. Our graphics girl. Happy birthday, Janelle, and Jam Mendoza, also from ABS-CBN Sports Graphics. Thank you very much for your hard work, lalo-lalo na dito sa PCCL. 32-31, Mapua on top.
And you notice also, partner, itong Engineers, high ball pressure, pressuring way above the 3-point area. That's going to be another turnover para dito sa Cardinals, leading to a fast break.
Oh! Sayang ang pagkakataon.
Oh, medyo na-excite lang si Jemwell Namukatkat. Yun yung instance where iniisip mo na yung layup, hindi mo pa nakukuha, hindi mo pa nakokontrol yung bola.
Pangalawang sunod na pagkakataon sana yun para kay Jemwell Namukatkat para makapuntos.
6 turnovers for the Mapua Cardinals. Itong TIP has 12 already.
Now, we were talking to Coach Potet De Vera before the game. We asked him what the playing style of TIP Engineers is, because itong Mapua, alam natin, run and gun. TIP is more of a balanced team.
Pero sabi niya, also on occasion when it presents itself, they can also run. They also have the height. They can execute in the half court.
Bunyag, not listening to the crowd who are trying to force the Cardinals or bait the Cardinals into shooting early in the shot clock.
Pero yung Mapua, sanay na rin maglaro yan sa napakapunong stadium, especially in the NCAA. So
remember, CEU had to play here against TIP in the NCBL Championship game. At nalo pa rin ang Pink Scorpions 75-65 last September 1. Benavides thought about the 3. That's traveling.
That's going to be a traveling violation. Referee is very consistent with that call. One of the things going for TIP is the rebounding numbers. They've out-rebounded the Cardinals 16-10, 8-4 on the offensive end. 2-point guard set up here for Coach Randy Alcantara with Gabo and Isit manning the backcourt.
At napapansin ko, partner, Coach Potit de Vera is putting a taller man on the point guards of the Cardinals.
Just to cut off the passing angle, make it more difficult for the point guards of Mapua to find that entry pass. And because you have Okoronku inside the paint as well, then even if maiiwanan ng point guard ng Mapua yung defender niya who is a little bit taller, you have a last line of defense there in Okoronku.
Kapos ang tira ni Gabo. Balik ang bola sa TIP Engineers. Approaching the final 4 minutes here in the first half. And no confused.
Miscommunication there between Alvarado and his teammate Lara. Alvarado expecting Lara to fill the corner, but Lara stayed on the wing.
And there was also an official on the corner na
Naka-black din.
Naka-black din eh. Ito si Raymond Alvarado, naghahanap ng kakampi.
Minsan in the thick of the play, syempre, partner, minsan hindi mo na mapapansin. Hinahanap mo lang yung shade of black on the court.
Isit stops, pops. He is fouled and will head to the line for 2.
CJ Isit penetrating the gap there on the TIP defense.
CJ Isit, third-year point guard from the Mapua Cardinals. He's 24 years old, pinanganak sa Toronto, Canada. Started playing basketball at the age of 8. At ang idol niya, partner, believe it or not, Gary Payton. You don't hear that often.
Oh, syempre because Gary Payton not really known for his scoring, but he's a great
guard.
defender. Kaya nga tawag sa kanya, the glove.
Idol ni CJ Isit.
That's going to be another turnover here for the Engineers. If I'm not mistaken, that is their 15th turnover of the ball game. Mapua, they force opponents to about 20 turnovers per game in the NCAA. So, mukhang lalampasan pa ng TIP.
15 turnovers right now, partner. Mapua just 6 turnovers committed dito sa bakbakan na to.
That's also where you see the maturity of a team like Mapua versus a team like TIP, who is playing a team that plays at a higher level of a tournament. Talking about the NCAA.
4 minutes and 5 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Maraming salamat muli sa inyong pagtutok. Anton Rojas kasama si Marco Benitez. We also have Laura Liman and Roxanne Monte Alegre reporting for Mapua and TIP respectively. Here come the Engineers. It's a cross-court pass. CJ Isit natapik ang bola mula sa likod. Santos nagpakawala ng 3. Tapos rebound Mapua. Cardinals umaarangkada. It's a bounce pass for Branya who goes all the way.
That is the sixth fast break point of Mapua, and that's going to be another turnover here for the black shirts. Coach Potit definitely not happy. TIP shooting themselves in the foot.
Well, you can see the passion of the TIP students. Nakapayong pa para hindi sila masilaw dito sa loob ng TIP gym. Really supporting these Engineers as they go up against the Cardinals. Look at the defense. Hindi nakatira doon si Serrano. And that's just good defense by the Engineers forcing the Cardinals. Aguirre, no daylight on that shot at all. 38-31, Mapua on top against TIP. Inyo pong natutunghayan ng mga estudyante dito sa loob ng TIP Gym. Todo suporta para sa kanilang koponan na kasulukuyang nakikipagtagisa ng galing sa hardcourt kontra sa Mapua Institute of Technology Cardinals.
Masasabi natin jam-packed yung gym nitong TIP, and karamihan dito home crowd. I don't know kung meron mga supporters ang Mapua dito.
TIP has another opportunity to play against their fellow students. Bukas, makakatapat nila ang St. Clair College of Caloocan Saints. The team of Coach Gino Manansala. Yep. You played against him, right, partner?
Yep, back in the day, he played for the UST Growling Tigers, one of their point guards that led that team. Very tenacious defender, likes to set up the table, and he has translated his type of play when he was back as a player to his team, the St. Clair Saints, and they are a perennial contender in the NAASCU. Yung St. Clair tsaka CU, arch rivals yan sa NAASCU tournament. Halos nagpapalitan lang yan ng championship.
And Coach Gino's team actually had a good run in the NCC last year, making it all the way to the Luzon Metro Manila qualifying games in Tanawan City, Batangas. I believe they won 5 straight games.
That's correct.
Before being eliminated. So, Coach Gino, if you're watching right now, if you're scouting TIP, thank you so much, and we'll see you tomorrow. Also tomorrow, NU will see action in the first game against the Pat Seahorses. The Seahorses will try to bounce back after losing to JRU big time earlier, 90-63, as we see JP Nieles.
And definitely not going to be an easier outing for the Pat Seahorses, because National University is smarting off a Final Four exit in the UAAP.
40-31 ang ating talaan. Dikit ang mga numero pagdating sa perimeter points. 2 minutes and 33 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Again, this is day number 1 of our official ABS-CBN sports coverage of the 2015 National Collegiate Championship. This is the 13th year of the NCC. I know a lot of people know it as the PCCL, the Philippine Collegiate Champions League, but it was explained to us by the chairman, Ray Gamboa, that the PCCL is the organization that holds the NCC, which is the National Collegiate Championship.
Meanwhile, going back to that stat you saw a while ago, Mapua leading the TIP Engineers in terms of points or field goals in the paint, which is a little bit weird because you have Okoronko in the ballgame, but he has not gotten much in terms of touches inside the paint. TIP has really focused on the outside shot as their primary weapon. It's been Mapua who has had more attempts. I believe they've had 13 attempts inside the paint here in the first half.
Pagdating sa inside points lamang ang Cardinals 14-10 as CJ Isit heads back to the free throw line. CJ will have a big role for the Cardinals next year dahil nga nawala ang kanyang katandem na si Josa Nimes, now playing in the professional ranks.
He's the third Mapua player to average in double figures, average 10.1 points, 2.7 rebounds, and 4 assists per ball game.
And it was a challenging season also for CJ as he dislocated his elbow in the middle of the season and had to miss a couple of games before making a miraculous comeback. It was good to see him healthy and taking up a leadership role dito sa panig ng Mapua as JP Nieles checks back into the ball game.
Small lineup here for the Cardinals. You have Gabo, Biteng, Nieles in the backcourt, and then you have Buranya and Ra Flores
Normally,
as their front line.
nakikita natin partner sa NCAA yung tinatawag na bulilits. Nieles, Menina, at Exi Biteng.
Pero meron ka Olwell o Raime sa gitna. So it negates yung lack of height because you have Oraime there in the middle. Right now, no Oraime to protect the paint here for the yellow shirts.
Wild move by Namokatkat. Napoles is able to put it back up and in.
And the Engineers naman capitalizing on the offensive rebounds there. Second chance opportunity by Napoles.
Crowd getting into it now. Gabo with the drive. Kicks it out. Exi Biteng for 3. In and out. Tapping ang bola. Kanino mapupunta? It's TIP basketball.
One and done for the Cardinals. TIP looking to run.
Almost a basket there on that drive by Terence Tomalip.
Coach Randy Alcantara recognizing the lack of height, brings back in Bunag. La Rosa also going to check back in for Gabo.
Terence Tumalip, as I mentioned, one of the starters on this TIP squad. He'll be one of the leaders with the departure of guys like Alvarado, Napoles, Medina, and Namokatkat for next year's NCBL. Nieles finding his way through. Bunyag called for traveling.
Referees automatically calling that one. Kapag may slight hesitation and then you take a step before you put the ball on the floor, referees are going to call that automatically.
Ibanez shoots over Bunyag. High arcing shot. Gets the ball back somehow. Namokatkat, difficult pass. Finds its way to a TIP engineer. Ibanez. Kapos. Ball is loose. It will remain with the engineers to the delight of the TIP crowd. Walong segundo na lang ang nalalabi dito sa ating first half. Alvarado, Kapos, Bunyag. Naagaw ang bola! Bunyag with a block!
That's going to be a foul. It looks like there was a little bit of contact down low, but good extra effort there from Bunyag.
Christian Bunyag really making the most out of this opportunity to make his presence felt. Dahil wala nga si Alwin Oraime dito sa laban na to. Let's take a look at this sequence one more time. Napoles, it looked like an easy basket, but Bunyag returning to the scene right away. "29 seconds to go here in the first half. 41-36. Mapua on top. Isit will bring the ball down. Gabo. Nieles. The switch comes. Handoff to Isit. Nieles with a bigger Napoles on him. Nieles putting the moves on Napoles. Kicks it out to the corner. Kapos ang tira ni Buenaventura de la Rosa. Namokatkat has to fire at the buzzer. No. That would have brought the house down though.
Yep, good shot there by Namokatkat. Good clock management. Go for the last shot of the first half. Just a sorry miss as he goes 3 out of 9 from deep. So after the first quarter na yun, partner, hindi na nakashoot ng 3 points itong si Namokatkat. But he's managed to score 14 points here in the first half.
Leading the way for the TIP Engineers. Duro de la Rosa leading the way naman para sa panig ng Mapua with 14 points. Mark Branya also making his presence felt with his bully basketball style of play. 41-36, Mapua over TIP. Inyo pong napapanood ang 2015 National Collegiate Championship dito lang sa ABS-CBN Sports and Action.